Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone fans issue stern warning to Taylor Sheridan as they blast latest episode. Yellowstone fans were left fuming following the show's penultimate episode, which included a lengthy cameo from the Paramount Network show's creator, Taylor Sheridan. Sheridan's character Travis Wheatley has occasionally popped up in the series in the past, but a lot of fans think he went too far this time. The main complaint was that the Yellowstone writer had chosen to take up screen time just before the show's finale, with many fans arguing the remaining episodes should focus on the characters they care most about. During Sunday's episode, Beth Dutton, Kelly Rayleigh, finally accepts that the Dutton family ranch must be sold to cover their debts, and heads down to Texas to track down the horse trainer Travis. When she arrives, Travis is surrounded by several attractive women playing strip poker, and is also joined by his much younger girlfriend, who is played by 28-year-old supermodel Bella Hadid. Taking to X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, many fans blasted Sheridan for wasting valuable airtime, with many branding the scenes self-indulgent. One wrote, "As if Taylor Sheridan wasted one of the last episodes of this show by inserting himself so he could parade around with half-naked women. We could have had 8 more episodes of Kevin Costner instead of this biz #Yellowstone. Sick." Another issued a stern warning as they tweeted, "Taylor Sheridan, a word of advice. Don't write or put yourself into your own shoes ever again. Sick? How the hell is all this going to get wrapped up in an episode and a half? Definitely could have done without the 20 minutes of Taylor making himself look like a ladies' man and top cowboy in the world. What an ego," a third fan opined. "I'm still trying to understand the choice to spend a large chunk of the penultimate episode watching its creator cavorting with a bunch of half-naked women. I mean, really?" another viewer asked incredulously. One fan argued, "I know it's his show, but this? We've seen him numerous times on the show work with his horses, and now we see his half-naked juiced self. Very selfish of him to hog time from the real cast we care about #Yellowstone. Sick." While one more viewer despaired, 15 minutes of story and scenes wasted with watching Taylor Sheridan showboat on his own show, partying and just doing his thing. The Yellowstone finale airs Sunday, December 15 on Paramount Network, with UK audiences able to stream it the following day on Paramount+. Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan's flagship show, has become synonymous with rugged landscapes, fiery family feuds, and a fan base that's as passionate as the Dutton clan's loyalty to their land. However, with the release of the latest episode, a storm has been brewing in the Yellowstone fandom, and it's aimed squarely at Sheridan's creative choices. Fans, who have followed the show's twists and turns with religious fervor, are not holding back their criticism and have issued a stern warning to the series' creator: tread carefully or risk losing the very audience that's propelled the show to cultural phenomenon status. The breaking point. The latest episode of Yellowstone, which many anticipated would bring clarity to lingering storylines, instead seemed to unravel into what some fans are calling a chaotic mess. Social media platforms have been flooded with posts ranging from disappointment to outright anger. "We've invested years into this show, and this is how we're rewarded," one fan tweeted, gaining thousands of likes and retweets. Another added, "Taylor Sheridan is playing with fire. If he thinks loyal fans will stick around for supper storytelling, he's got another thing coming." The dissatisfaction is palpable, and it's not just about one disappointing episode. It's about a pattern of decisions that fans feel undermine the essence of what made Yellowstone special in the first place. Missteps in character arcs. Much of the backlash centers on how certain characters, beloved and controversial alike, are being handled. Beth Dutton, a fan favorite for her sharp wit and unrelenting ferocity, has become a lightning rod for criticism. While fans have always appreciated her unapologetic nature, Some feel that recent episodes have reduced her complexity to a caricature. Beth used to be the show's anchor, said a Reddit user in a popular thread dissecting the episode. Now she's just a walking, talking one-liner machine. Where's the depth? Where's the nuance? Similarly, John Dutton's storyline has left fans scratching their heads. The patriarch, whose fierce protection of his ranch has been the heartbeat of Yellowstone, seems increasingly sidelined. Is John even the main character anymore? One fan lamented. He's become more of a background figure in his own story. And then there's Case, whose arc has swung wildly from spiritual questing to ranch duties, leaving fans disoriented. Many feel his character is being stretched thin in too many directions without a clear resolution in sight. Plotlines spinning out of control. Beyond character concerns, fans are equally frustrated with the narrative trajectory of the series. What started as a grounded drama about a family defending their legacy has, according to some viewers, devolved into a sprawling web of subplots that detract from the core story. Remember when Yellowstone was about the Duttons versus everyone else? Asked another Reddit user. Now we're dealing with side characters' romantic woes, political campaigns, and flashbacks that go nowhere. One particularly contentious point in the latest episode was the handling of market equities and the threat they posed to the ranch. Once a compelling antagonist, the corporate behemoth now feels like a repetitive trope to many fans. How many times can we watch the Duttons fight the same battle? Wrote a fan on Twitter. It's like Sheridan's run out of ideas. The Taylor Sheridan dilemma. Taylor Sheridan, hailed as a creative genius for his work on Yellowstone and its spin-offs, is finding himself in an unenviable position. Fans are now questioning whether his growing empire is spreading his talents too thin. With multiple projects under his belt, including 1883, 1923, and other non-Yellowstone series, some argue that the flagship show is suffering from neglect. Sheridan is juggling too much, said a Facebook commenter. Yellowstone used to feel like his passion project. Now it feels like an afterthought. This perception has led to calls for Sheridan to refocus his energies. We need the Sheridan who gave us the brilliance of Season 1. One fan implored. Not the Sheridan who's trying to run an entire TV universe. A path forward. Despite the backlash, fans aren't entirely ready to give up on Yellowstone. Many are offering constructive criticism in the hope that the show can course correct before it's too late. Suggestions range from tightening the narrative focus to revisiting the core themes that made the series resonate in the first place. Return to the Duttons. Fans want the show to refocus on the central family dynamic. The Duttons are the heart of Yellowstone, wrote a fan. Give us more of them working together, scheming and fighting for the ranch. Resolve loose ends. The series has introduced numerous plot lines over its run, many of which remain unresolved. It's time to wrap up some of these stories, one fan suggested. We're tired of waiting for answers. Bring back the stakes. Fans miss the tension and unpredictability that characterized the show's earlier seasons. Make us feel like the Duttons are really in danger again, urged a viewer. The risk of ignoring fans. Sheridan and the Yellowstone team now face a critical juncture. While the series remains a ratings juggernaut, viewer loyalty isn't infinite. Recent history is littered with examples of shows that alienated their fan bases and paid the price. Game of Thrones is perhaps the most infamous case, and Yellowstone fans are quick to draw parallels. We all saw what happened to Game of Thrones. One fan warned, don't let Yellowstone go down the same path. Conclusion. Yellowstone's latest episode may have sparked outrage, but it's also a testament to how deeply fans care about the series. Their passion is a double-edged sword, capable of propelling the show to greater heights or cutting it down if their voices go unheard. Taylor Sheridan has built a world that millions of viewers have fallen in love with. Now, it's up to him to ensure that world doesn't crumble under the weight of its own ambitions. One thing is clear. Fans are watching closely, and they're not afraid to hold him accountable. Sheridan's next move could very well determine Yellowstone's legacy in the annals of television history.